Hello. Will Monica be delayed again tonight?
Yes, she'll be somewhat late. She mentioned something about a theater rehearsal.
Rehearsal for a play? Why would she commit to that knowing I'm coming home tonight? She's been too casual with her time recently.
It's not as if she's constantly out socializing with friends. In fact, she just started working.
A part-time job? When did this occur? Why wasn't I informed?
I attempted to discuss it with you. But you weren't in the mood to listen. You told me you were exhausted from work and couldn't process more information.
I don't recall uttering such words. Nor do I remember you approaching me about it. Regardless of circumstances, she should have my consent before taking on work. As long as she lives under my roof, she should abide by my rules.
I gave her permission to work. I believe it's beneficial for her to gain life experience now. Plus, it gives her some pocket money for social activities.
You did what? How could you authorize such a thing without consulting me? What possessed you to do that?
My apologies. But try to understand. You weren't available and wouldn't listen, so.
Your reasoning is irrelevant. You should not make these decisions without my input. I thought I've made this clear by now.
I'm sorry.
You, as a mother, should instill in her the need to seek approval. From the head of the household. Nobody else.
But isn't it acceptable for her to work part-time? That's common amongst high schoolers, truly.
I'm not concerned about other kids. Stay on topic. You know what? It's futile discussing this with you. I'll make her return home right away.
Wait a minute. Didn't I mention her theater rehearsal? It's crucial for her. She's playing a lead role.
I couldn't care less about that. If I demand she returns home, she will comply. Got that? Who does she think she is? Who's financing her education? That would be me.
Well, yes.
It's entirely due to my efforts that she's attending college. Yet she's dismissive and believes she can just do as she pleases. Seems like I need to remind her who's in charge here.
Please wait. She's just a kid. Please. I'll speak with her.
This is all on you. She's all over the place, with theater rehearsals and part-time work. Because you failed to set boundaries. You're not exactly proving to be a competent mother, are you?
I apologize. I promise, I'll have a serious talk with her. I'll ensure she knows to consult you about her job. So please, don't demand her to come back now. Let her finish her rehearsal.
All right. But you'd better communicate this to her. And ensure she comes to me right away to discuss her so-called job.
Yes, I promise.
Oh. Your mess has spoiled my mood to return home. I'm going for a drink before I return.
I thought you were planning to return home early. I've prepared dinner.
Well, I've changed my mind, alright? I won't be needing dinner tonight.
Okay, understood. However, if possible, please don't be too late. Monica and I need to rise early tomorrow.
How dare you order me around? It's not your place to dictate when I should return home. I have the freedom to do as I wish.
I understand, but...
Don't argue with me.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Hi, Donald. Have you begun your journey home?
Why do you require confirmation about my return? Surely, that's my prerogative.
I'm only asking because your parents are here. They mentioned you haven't been responding to their calls. They were worried, hence their visit.
They dropped by again, did they? Probably over some trivial matter. Could you manage them for me? Just keep them appeased.
I suspect this might be about your mother's upcoming birthday. It's due in a couple of days, isn't it? We usually have a family gathering every year for the occasion. I think they want to discuss the celebration.
Oh, I see. Well, we're going to skip it this year.
What? Are you certain? Is that acceptable?
I've got other commitments on that day. Inform my mother that we won't be marking her birthday with her this year.
But
If I say there's no celebration, there will be none. Understood? Why do we go through this rigmarole every year? Do we genuinely enjoy it? If you want to celebrate, feel free to do so with her. I, however, am abstaining.
wouldn't that be slightly uncomfortable, though?
Why? You don't want to celebrate with her? Even though she's your mother-in-law?
No, that's not it. Are you absolutely sure you don't want to commemorate her birthday?
I've got a work commitment on that day. Why don't you take Monica along with you? That should be adequate for both my parents. And remember to purchase a nice gift. Do not forget to mention it's from me, alright?
Very well.
One more thing. I have a business trip next Tuesday and Wednesday. Could you pack my belongings, please?
Yes, of course. Where is the trip?
Seattle. Rather inconvenient, considering my workload. They should have delegated this to someone less essential. I have far too much on my plate.
There seem to be a lot of business trips on your schedule these days.
Is that an issue?
No, not at all. I was just remarking on your busy schedule.
Well, indeed. Our business associates hold me in high regard. Hence the company's high expectations.
That sounds impressive.
You both should appreciate my efforts. Without my work accomplishments, you wouldn't be living such relaxed lives.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Finally, you comprehend the situation.
Yes. Anyway. Sorry to ask again, but when can we expect you home tonight?
I won't be returning home tonight. I've booked a hotel near the office. I wish to avoid any accidental encounter with my parents. You should take some rest too. I'm feeling pretty spirited today.
Oh. Understood. I'll retire then. Sleep well.
Just landed from my flight. Plan dinner for approximately 2 hours from now, alright?
Understood. I trust your journey was smooth. How did you find Seattle this time?
Same old, same old. Business as usual. And by that, I mean uninspiring and not particularly fruitful.
That's unfortunate to hear.
What about you? Did my mother's birthday celebration go as planned during my absence?
Indeed, we had a lovely dinner. And she was thrilled with her gift. Your parents both seemed genuinely content.
That's what I like to hear. And, of course, you mentioned that the gift was from me, right?
Absolutely. She expressed her desire to personally thank you once you're back. She's aware of your busy schedule. and would appreciate it if you could make some time.
Really? I'm pleased she enjoyed my gift. But remind her I'm swamped at work. Now that I think of it, they are aging. Perhaps you should visit them more on my behalf. They've grown fond of you. And this way I can ensure they're well taken care of.
Yes, I suppose that's reasonable. I appreciate their affection for me.
The only downside is that we weren't able to give them a grandchild. They've been longing for a grandson for quite some time.
Well, yes.
Although, I suppose I'm partly at fault too. After Monica was born, your physique changed quite a bit. Honestly, you've lost some of your allure. So it's difficult to reignite that spark, isn't it?
All right then.
Something on your mind?
No. Not at all.
Anyway, I'm headed directly home now. Have dinner prepared.
Understood, it will be ready.
Carmen, you are so forgetful. You didn't send my suit to the dry cleaners, did you?
Pardon? But you never mentioned anything about your suit.
Do I need to spell out everything for you? Can't you remember without me reminding you? How long have you been managing the household?
Yes, but I sent your suit to the dry cleaners just last week.
Enough! I told you I had a crucial meeting this week. How could you not think to send my suit to the cleaners? What were you thinking?
But you never informed me about any meeting.
I did. You probably just forgot. Stop making excuses and accept your mistake.
All right. I apologize.
Oh, the nuisance. What am I supposed to do now? There's such an important client too, this is disastrous. Do you find it acceptable for your husband to feel humiliated at work?
As I said, I apologize. I must have totally forgotten.
Do you believe a simple sorry, I forgot will rectify this situation? How do you plan to account for this?
But I believe your suit should be fine. It doesn't look dirty.
Are you mocking me? Are you contradicting me? Seems like you've forgotten your role again.
What? I said I was sorry.
What's happening to you? You're getting sloppy with your duties. Just because I'm frequently on business trips doesn't mean you can shirk your responsibilities. Speaking of which, I haven't heard from Monica about her part-time job yet.
But you never asked about it.
My not asking doesn't mean I'm not interested. Don't get overconfident.
I'm confused? I didn't do anything wrong.
Look at you. You're contradicting me again. Clearly, you've forgotten your position in this household. You're getting arrogant because I've been lenient with you lately.
What? When did that happen?
There you go again. What's gotten into you lately? You're not showing me the respect I deserve. Even though I'm the one who brings in the money for this household and ensures our good life.
Donald, I'm truly thankful for all you do for us. I have no idea where you got the idea that we lack respect for you. I work hard to take care of you and the household.
Spare me the sweet talk. I'm not naive. Monica is no different. She never bothers to get my approval for her drama club or her job. That's why I'm against girls going to university. It fills their heads with impractical ideas and they get out of control.
But you're the one who suggested she should at least graduate from university.
I may have said that. But if she's using it as an excuse to be reckless, then she's done. She needs to drop out.
I can't possibly do that. She put so much effort into getting into this school.
That's not your decision to make. I'm the one who has the final say in this house. Understood?
But
What now? Are you contradicting me again?
no, not at all.
What's this hesitation about? You're clearly opposing me. How dare you? I'm not sure who's the bad influence on her, the university or you. But here's some free advice. You're punching above your weight. Don't even try it.
No, I'm not opposing you. I was just explaining that Monica is working because she wants to pay her own bills. I think it's a good initiative. It's important for her to learn the value of earning her own money. Plus, she's gaining work experience before stepping into the real world post-graduation. And about her academics, she's studying quite hard. So, I believe it would be unfair to make her quit school now.
When did I ask for your opinion?
Please, Donald. Give her a chance.
All right. Then you let her decide. Either she quits school or she leaves her part-time job. Understand? If she can't give up on them, then ask her to move out. And let me warn you, if that happens, you'll be the next one out the door.
Donald, please, be reasonable.
But wait, you can't leave, can you? Because without me, you can't maintain a decent lifestyle. Because both of you depend on me. So, just keep quiet and listen to what I say. Got it?
But
And, by the way, go to my office and look in the first drawer of my desk.
what? Why?
Just do it. And be quick.
Are these divorce papers?
Correct. Now sign them.
But why?
Because if you ever defy me again, I'll submit those papers faster than you can blink. If you can obey and listen to me, you have nothing to worry about.
Isn't that quite harsh?
Just sign the papers. Okay?
Okay, I understand.
There you go. Wasn't too difficult, was it? Now there'll be no more defiance. Let's see if you dare to contradict me again. Enough is enough. I can't tolerate this anymore. Both of you, pack your belongings and get out.
What? What are you talking about?
You heard me. Gather your belongings and leave my house immediately.
But why? What got into you? Would you at least tell me the reason?
I've just submitted our divorce application. You both have no relevance in my life anymore.
You filed the divorce papers. Why?
I've exercised patience all through this month. However, I've finally realized you don't deserve to be my spouse.
What do you mean?
You've already been a headache. But now Monica's following in your footsteps, confronting me. I guess that's what happens when a woman pursues a liberal arts degree and poisons her mind. She's no longer the sweet, innocent kid she once was. It's entirely your fault. Whatever misfortunes befall her, you're to blame.
Really now? Seems like you're missing a few important details.
Really? And what might those be?
The divorce won't be finalized as it is. I thought you might not notice that my birth date on the papers is incorrect. As always, careless.
What? You think such a minor mistake matters?
You're the one playing immature games. Back off. Pressuring me to sign divorce papers without explaining why we're divorcing. Do you really think I'd let you off the hook so easily?
What on earth do you mean? I demand an immediate explanation.
As I've said, the divorce won't be processed. Even if you reapply, it won't work. I've already filed a non-acceptance notice. Divorce isn't as easy as you think.
So, let me get this straight. You're desperately clinging to our marriage? Is that what you're saying? How pitiful.
What makes you think that?
Then what is this all about? Why are we even discussing this?
I'm perfectly willing to divorce you. But I'll only do so when I receive my fair share of our possessions.
And what exactly do you think that is?
I'm referring to my half of our combined assets, of course.
Are you deluded? You don't deserve anything, you lay about. Who do you think you are? You're just a stay-at-home wife.
Considering you can't even make dinner without this stay-at-home wife. I don't think you're in a position to criticize.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Do you remember what yesterday was?
I have no idea, nor do I care.
Yesterday was your daughter's 18th birthday.
Yeah, so? Of course I knew it was her birthday. What's your point? Trying to catch me out?
Seems like you're so obsessed with your other woman that you forgot your own child's birthday.
What nonsense are you spouting? You should stop your hysterics. What do you mean by obsessed with your other woman?
I held off as long as I could, knowing you'd probably neglect child support if court ordered, but...
But what?
I think I've waited long enough. I've wanted to divorce you for years. But the thought of job hunting, securing a home, and raising Monica was daunting. I convinced myself I had to endure your behavior for Monica's sake. But Monica kept reassuring me I didn't have to suffer this anymore. She gave me the courage to take a stand. She pledged her support, assuring me we'd always have each other. I don't need you in my life any longer.
Is this supposed to intimidate me? What are you blabbering about? You're just a woman.
Really, what's with this "you're just a woman" mindset? How pathetic. You're only a king in your own home. Instead of trying to control and oppress everyone, you should worry about surviving without me. You're nothing more than a man who can't even cook or pack his own bag.
What nonsense are you spouting? You've got quite the audacity, don't you?
Look who's talking. Why do you think I've kept silent all this while? You really don't understand anything, do you?
What did you say?
I have been patient and silent. Not to be a victim, but to gather proof of your infidelity.
What did you just say?
Precisely, Donald, everything is out in the open now. I am aware of your unfaithfulness, and I possess the evidence to prove it. I've held on to it for some time, even prior to your mother's birthday. I informed your parents about all your misdeeds, including your infidelity and the relentless verbal torment. I even shared a few of the recorded instances of your harsh words towards me.
You treacherous woman. So, that was your plan all along?
Honestly, I assumed you'd figured it out. Your persistent avoidance of your parents was a hint. To be frank, it was quite apparent that you had little concern for any of us. But that very indifference aided me in gathering evidence. It's amusing how someone as self-centered as you can be so reckless.
Reckless? Who do you take me for?
An arrogant individual who believes the world revolves around him? Or perhaps a chauvinistic cheater and a scoundrel? Take your pick. And rest assured, there's more where that came from.
You insolent woman. How dare you confront me in this manner? I will not hesitate to put you in your place.
At this point, your words have lost their impact. I know you enjoy hearing your own voice. But that's the only audience you'll have henceforth.
What did you just say?
You heard me loud and clear. By the way, your parents are fully supportive of the impending divorce.
What?
Their disappointment was palpable. And they apologized for the person you've become. Just so you're aware. They plan to monitor you closely to prevent any further humiliation. They want to prevent others from falling prey to your abuse.
That's absurd. They can't watch over me. I'm an adult, not some juvenile.
Well, it won't be just your parents keeping an eye on you. Your elder brother will also be involved. Given his military experience, surveillance should be well within his wheelhouse, don't you think? He will look after you quite effectively. Maybe he can even impart some military discipline to you. Have you been keeping up with your fitness regime?
How dare you mock me? Do you think I'm scared of them?
Honestly, your feelings aren't my concern anymore. That's your baggage to carry. If you aren't scared, well and good. But they've committed to keeping you away from me and Monica. Plus, they're going to help me with the divorce to ensure Monica and I get what's due.
Dream on. I won't part with a penny. You aren't entitled to anything.
I had a hunch you would react this way. See you in court, then.
What?
Do you think furiously typing on your phone will solve this? I won't be bullied by your tirades anymore. I fear you not. If a battle must be fought, let it be in the courtroom.
Hold on. You can't be serious?
Trust me, I am dead serious. I wish for you to experience the same despair I did.
Carmen, I beg you. I admit my wrongdoing. We're not divorced yet. We can still live together. It's for your own good, right? All right, I accept my part in this. Please, reconsider.
Do you believe cohabitating with you is in my best interest? You're suggesting that you're only partially to blame? Donald, it's clear as day that you bear full responsibility. The audacity of you to even suggest what would be beneficial for me is baffling. Surely, you can't be that oblivious. Perhaps it's time you introspect on your own actions. See you in court. Monica and I have transitioned to a new residence close to her academic institution. Initially, my thoughts were leaning towards independent living. Yet Monica persuaded me that unity and mutual support until her graduation would serve us better. Hence, for the time being, we're sharing a peaceful and stress-free domestic life. As for Donald, he found himself moving back in with his parents. His brother, who served in the military, seems to be on his case relentlessly, imparting lessons about discipline and respect, if nothing else. The distribution of our joint possessions tilted heavily towards a 70-30 split in my favor, a result of compelling evidence of Donald's infidelity and his evident lack of cooperation. His aggressive and offensive messages directed towards Monica and myself made the legal proceedings straightforward and indisputable. Despite our modest means, Monica and I are experiencing a significantly more positive and fulfilling life than previously. Ultimately, our happiness reigns supreme.